Hello, welcome to Blossom and Blaze. We're glad you've joined us. We're here to look at life and work and ask the question, is this what you truly want? How would you feel if you could direct your life to get the outcomes you dream of? How can you make a dampened desire or a forgotten fantasy into your compass for a genuine, fulfilled, and prosperous you? We're two insightful coaches who get people to manifest their amazing, authentic selves and be even better than they dreamed. I'm Anna.
And I'm Tree. How would it feel to wake up every morning excited and energized to begin your day? We'll explore the habits, beliefs, and approaches that empower us to create our most mindful, fulfilling, and engaging experience, both personally and professionally. Oh, and humor is our wine, though sometimes wine is our wine too. Let's unleash the most breathtaking you. Feed the seed, fire the desire.
Here's an extract from our hot seat discussion on purpose-driven success. How can you use your why to navigate your life better?
Living someone else's why just never is going to pan out for you. And, it's that lack of intention, It's like, okay, so maybe you live someone else's why, but if you never figure out your own, you're just taking what comes at you. You know what I mean?
Where do you stop? Yeah, you're living out somebody made you choose a career, somebody made you go in this direction, and you either take another step in that direction or you stop. How many people just stop? Stopping is the most important thing, and reevaluating it, because every step is perhaps a step away from you, further down that wrong direction.
Exactly. And then you end up really so far away from where you ever could have been, and then you think, well, it's too late to make a change and do something I really want or really like. And yeah, it's really
not just think, you probably don't even know where to start. You're just kind of, you're lost. You just think, I don't even know where I should have, which direction to step in. Where I came from, a school leaver, and now I'm here. What was I good at school? But oh, hang on, I'm not even that same person I was when I was at school. I'm completely different. So I don't even know how to step forward. Who am I? What are my values? What are my values? I mean, this is a huge question. What are your values? How many people sit down and say, oh, I really value freedom. I really value, I don't know, balance. I don't know how many people do.
Right. And if you think about, I think about the college setting, there's no conversation about, well, okay, let's talk about our values and our why and our goals. Fortunately, I weave that into the career process because that's such a big part of figuring out, what this daily experience that you want to have is going to be for the next 40 years. You want an organization that represents your values and goals, but if you don't know what they are, you're not going to find it.
No. You may only just find them through being the opposite of what's being imposed on you,
Right. Exactly. So do you feel you're clear in your why?
Yeah, it's taken me ages. Yes and no. I mean, at the beginning, my why came through where I felt at home, because I did acting. And it wasn't obvious because I've always been a shy, introverted person. That doesn't necessarily go well with being on stage. Mm-hmm. But there was a time when I was at school where nobody wanted to be the lead actor on stage. It was an end of year performance. And somehow everybody filled up all other roles, and there was just this gaping hole, who's going to be the lead actor, and I didn't have a role. So I didn't actually want to say no. I felt too intimidated to say no, so I said yes. And I remember the night of the performance, I just thought, oh my God, there's all these mums and dads out there, and from backstage I was absolutely cringing and terrified. But then the lights went out and I was supposed to come on stage. I came on stage in the darkness, and then the lights just gently went up, and I had all these lights staring at me in my face. And then I just heard silence, and I thought, wow, this is the sound of people giving me full attention. Wow, just feel this. And for some weird reason, inexplicable reason, I thought I felt at home. I just felt
Wow.
actually not bad. This is actually quite comfortable, quite, it's like my home. And then I started to speak. And as I was speaking, I thought, quite like being somebody else on stage. This is quite nice. And that was the start of my acting career.
Wow. So is
It
there
was totally unexpected.
totally unexpected? Well, I can imagine. I would be, I mean, what an interesting reaction to have to that, because I could see how silence could be rather intimidating, or rather, I mean, the potential for blanking out when all eyes and ears are on you. I could see that being a different reaction there. That's amazing.
I think I entered in like another zone. I don't know if there are words for it these days. You enter flow, you enter a zone or whatever. And
Yeah.
without even trying, I entered it. This new mental space, it's always there, this zone.
Yeah.
But people are afraid they won't get there. They won't enter it. They're just going to be their own nervous self. But for some reason, I could relax into it. And I think the lights for some reason helped me. It was like when lighting can change, lighting changes my mood a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I've got yeah.
Mhm.
And if a different lighting is on you, it's like almost a different world, a different reality. And so I had a mental shift into a different reality as well.
That is so interesting. I mean, I could see so well how that would translate to helping speakers do their thing. So I think a lot of people haven't had that experience that you just described, and they go out there and they might, to me, that was very magical. That there's like such a good story that, you loved, suddenly eyes and time and attention were on you.
I think and that was amazing on the stage. Yeah, I really didn't expect that. But I think that also everybody, I think I can imagine in an interview as well, that you can be nervous, you sit down, and then you meet this person you've never met before, your interviewer. And for some reason, you find a kind of a rapport, you find a path to go along, you connect. And once you make that connection, somehow it just, you reach another, you're not in the frightened zone anymore.
Right.
You've moved, you made a mental shift.
Right.
But being able to make the connection, that's the worrying bit. Will it happen? Won't it happen?
Right. And I think there are different things that you can do to prepare yourself for easing into that shift.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just like going in cold. I think it goes back to knowing why you're doing it, what you're doing, right? It all connects with each other rather than,
you're right.
Yeah, rather than just that, tactical, I must connect with somebody. It's a very different.
Exactly. If you're just chasing the connection, it won't happen.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very internal and external all at the same time. It's really such a nice feeling. I had a similar feeling, not as poetic as yours, but as a dancer. I mean, I was a dancer growing up, and I was a shy kid. And, the idea, if I had thought about, oh, I'm going to be seen by all these different moms and dads in the audience, and then bigger crowds the older I got, if I had thought about that and intellectualized that, I would have been terrified. But I loved dance, and I loved the movement. I knew the movement. It made me feel good. I was, I had some skill at it, and it was just fun. And I remember in particular a solo that I had. It was maybe a 3-minute dance, but I was a teenager. But all eyes on me. And it was something involving a one leg pose with bringing my leg up behind me. And if you fell during that, you couldn't exactly cover. But it was exciting and thrilling, and it really helped me just feel very in tune with myself, and my why was there. My why was very much,
You were utterly connected to what you were doing. You were totally engaged.
completely.
And therefore, and if you're going for a job that has elements where you totally resonate with it, you know, the what the company does, or the history of the company, or the you know, what it stands for, if you totally resonate, then you connect. Then all ideas of actually connecting, the effort to connect, go away, because you're in it. You know, you're talking your talk. It's your language.
Exactly. And those little concerns that you have, if you weren't in that zone, the concerns of, what will this person think? Or, what if I don't say or do this quite right? That goes like that when you're in that flow. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
It's great. Yeah. Yeah. The why is really central, isn't it? It's really key.
Yep. Completely key. And that's, I think then you can start to think about how that extends beyond the container of just that experience, just that presentation, or just that interview, because it really has that, kind of reverberation effect where it bleeds into other aspects of your life too, of course. So.
And people pick up on it. That interviewer will pick up on it. That audience will be mesmerized by it.
Exactly. And isn't that what life is about, right?
Yeah, and the world will be better because we'll all be vibrating. On a higher level.
It's that ripple effect, like, just think, like, after you do a great job at a job interview, whether or not you get this job, you leave there walking out, or, you hang up from the Zoom call and you feel good, you're happy, you're confident, you say something nice to your family, you know what I mean? Versus the opposite. And same with the presentation. If it's well received, you've done it, you've been in the zone, the people you encounter are going to really pick up on that joyous vibe that you have.
Exactly. And they come back to you. They come and meet you afterwards and they say, wow, that was great. They share their energy. It's fantastic. And can you imagine if everybody lived their why, if everybody was in the truth zone?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what a world we'd live in.
It would be, it would just be such a, like a well-oiled, flowing machine that would really, really be a beautiful place to be.
We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll check out our other ones. Now, did you know that as well as being extraordinary life coaches, we both have our own specialities? Tree is a mindful, high-performance career coach. So if you'd like help flourishing in your dream job, contact her at Tree, T-R-I-E, at reimaginemonday.com. And if you'd like help with public speaking or presentations, you can come to me. I help speakers stand out and be remembered for all the right reasons. My email is connect@superpowerspeaking.com. Till next time, keep thriving. We want you to blossom and blaze.